Ifani, Otura, Orico,
Otura,
Otsuma
Orico,
Origo.
Kajini, Kutu, Kutu,
Tajini,
Hajini.
Kutu,
Kutu.
Kamohun, Ipin, Kopin,
Kamo,
Kamu.
Ipin,
Ipin,
Kopin,
Coping.
Coping,
Biofun, Olomo, Ajibare, Padalona.
Diafun,
Diafon, Olumo,
Olomo.
Olomo, Ajibare,
Ajibare,
Pare.
Pade,
Pade
Lolao,
Lola,
Lolao.
So it is Lona instead of Lola. Okay.
Lona,
Lona,
O,
Biofun, Olomo, Ajibare, Pade, Lona, O.
Diafun,
Diafon,
Oloma,
Olumo,
Olomo.
Ajibare,
Ajibare,
Ajibare.
Pade,
Pade,
Pade
Lona,
Lona,
Lolao.
Imi, Chidini,
Imiti,
Emitijini,
Jimmy,
Kutu, Kutu.
Kutu,
Kutu,
Kutu.
Kutu,
Multi Mohun, Ipin, Kopin.
Moti,
Multi,
Mohun,
Mohun,
Ipin,
Ipin,
Kopi,
Kopin,
Ifaje, King, Bare, Pade, Lona.
Ifaje,
Ifaji,
Kimbare, Pade,
Kimbare,
Lona,
Pade, Lona,
Ifani, to wake up early in the morning
To wake
to
up
wake
early in
up
the
to wake
early in
up
the
morning.
early
morning,
in the morning,
and give what belongs to Ori,
and
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 give
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 what
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 belongs
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 to
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 Ori,
Ori.
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 This was Ifa's declaration to Olomo, Ajibare, Pade.
This was
This was
Ifa's
Ifa's
declaration to
declaration to
Olomo,
Olomo
Ajibare.
Ajibare Fade.
I have woken up early in the morning
I've
I have
woken up
woken
early in
up
the
early
morning
in the
Early in
morning
the morning.
and gave what belongs to Ori.
and gave
And
what
gave
and gave
belongs to
what
belongs
belongs
Ori
to
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 Ori.
Ori
Ori.
to
Ori.
Ori.
Ifa, please
If I please,
Ifa,
If I
please,
please.
let mine be success tomorrow.
let
Let
mine
let
be
mine be
mine
success
be
success
success
tomorrow.
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 So whoever heard the phrase "the early bird gets the worm"? See by show of hands. That's it. Okay. Well, today the rest of us gonna hear about it. There's an axiom or a saying that the early bird gets the worm. So this Odu Ifa Rico speaks about it. Kaji ni kutu kutu. When we wake up early in the morning. So everyone who follows Ifa, who studies Ifa, who is learning Ifa, right, is advised to get up at a certain time of the day to begin their day. So during this time, what is it that we do? We give thanks to our Ori. We greet our Ifa. And so we begin to pray and we ask for things, you know, we ask for blessings in the future. So when we wake up early in the morning, the things we say and do in the morning are the types of blessings that we will receive. It sets the tone. So if we don't get out of bed, rushed, we lay around, do certain things, right? Anything really. It can be smoke cigarettes. It can be passing the Dutchie on the left-hand side. It can be any number of things that we do other than greet our Ori and our destiny. There's things that we do in order to set the tone for the road ahead. So we often hear that people say, oh, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. The energy that they had in the morning, the energy that that person had in the morning, that we had in the morning, is the energy that will carry us throughout the day. So these things have a way of affecting the blessings that we meet on the road. How do we know? Because Otura Rico says it. When we wake up early in the morning, Kajini Kutu Kutu. Ka mohun ipin kopin. We do the good or correct thing. So is that prayer? Is that going over our Omwa prayers? Is that fixing the coffee? Is it drinking water? Is it smoking cigarettes? Is it working out? There's different things that we do. Starting to cook breakfast. There's different things we do, right, that help us to set the energy. This Odu Ifa tells us that the things we do in the early morning will affect us. For example, Babalawos. It could be someone that is a working Babalawo versus someone who is not a working Babalawo, but is a Babalawo nonetheless. We can see in a direct way that the things that they do in the morning directly affect their blessings on the road. If you get up, you greet your Ifa, you pray, you commence about the task at hand, right? So for different Babalawos, different Ifas, that looks very different. Being able to begin prayer and stay in prayer, Ifa supports. Ifa also supports going to work. It is whatever the thing is, the correct thing, the rightful thing that we begin on in the morning, the road that we embark on, the path that we choose in the morning will be a direct result of what types of blessings we receive along the way. This is the Ifa cast for the child of he who wakes up with blessing. So if we wake up blessing others, then we will be blessed. If we wake up cursing others, then we will be cursed. If we wake up being joyful, we'll be joyful. If you wake up being deceitful, the day will be deceitful. It will be filled with calamity, challenges. This Ifa tells us by doing the right thing, by following the right course, by having the right intention, by exercising those intentions on the world around us, it will directly affect the types of blessings or rewards that we receive. This is the Ifa that was cast for the child who wakes up with blessing. It's echoed. Imiti jini kutu kutu. I will wake up with blessing. It's a change from the first line in the verse. Kajini kutu kutu. When? So we can see there's a change, right? This is a change that the advice is given in the first line. And in the fourth line, the advice is followed. So what's the appropriate outcome? If I let me receive my blessings on the road. So this Ifa urges us to face the things that Olodumare has given us, right? Whether it's spouse or children, whether you work from home or go to work for someone else, whether no matter what type of work you do, so that whatever work that we do, we should wake up in the morning and greet our or recreate our destiny, greet our Ifa, and place intention on the things that we want to receive, the things we want to accomplish. This is one of the ways that we can show gratitude for the things that Olodumare has given us. By facing it correctly, by facing it with gratitude, by facing it with certainty, by facing it with perseverance, by facing it with progress. This E5 comes with strong advice. However we start, we're going to finish. Because it doesn't say it in the negative, it's implied. It's implied because we can see what happens when we start with the positive. When we wake up and we do the right thing, right? What's the right thing? Ay Kulola.
Our morning prayers.
Ashe. What's the right thing? Ajike Egbe.
Get up early for our morning prayers.
Ashe. Gia, what's the thing? What's the rightful thing to do in the morning? Iya Madupwe.
Wake up in the morning and give thanks and praise to Ori and Ifa,
Ashe.
including morning prayers.
Ashe. Oladeji.
Giving thanks, Baba, and paying homage through prayer.
Ashe. Odu Kimi.
Greeting your Ifa, greeting your Ori, morning prayer early in the morning.
Ashe. Raisa.
Greeting your Ori and engaging with your morning prayers.
Ashe. So it's very important we understand, right? Right. When Ifa is telling us that we should do these things. So a lot of different places that we've come from either didn't have a, I guess, rule or guidance to when we pray. So it's important with Otura Rico to understand in this Odu Ifa when it's telling us to pray. So it's telling us that we pray in the morning so that we can find our blessings along the way, along the road. So as we move about during the day, during the week, during the month, we may meet our blessings. So the blessings that we pray for today, we may not meet them today. We may meet those blessings later. But we're still putting out there the intentions, the prayers, right? The requests for certain E-Ray. For certain E-Ray. So whether it's long life, whether it's spouse or children, whether it's prosperity or money in your pocket, these are the things that we're asking for in the morning. Ajike Egbe.
Baba, I understand we all live in different time zones. So what time is it before the dawn breaks? So what time is that before 12 o'clock? Is there a time?
In the morning. So it's early morning. So, you know, daybreak, you know, I understand that some people may not get up till 7
Okay.
or 8, but you should do your best, right, to pray or have time to pray, that you're not rushed, that you have time to collect your thoughts, that you have time to brush your teeth, that you have time to do these different things, prepare your water and your gin. So if you have to leave the house by 7, you probably want to get up at 5:30, 5:45. You want to get up a little earlier to do these things, right? Because it's important to place your ashe, right, your intent, right, on your life. So some of the things that could affect the way we see our blessing. Iyanifa Otun, Ifa Tomiwa.
Benny, Baba, if I may, I just wanted to add, when it comes to waking up and the time for prayer, understand that this is a marathon, not a sprint. As you deepen your connection with Ifa, you will see changes in your body, in the things that you do, in your habits. That is your nudge. Welcome them. You may start waking up at times and you're like, why am I up this early? Pray. You will get those nudges. We just have to look and understand to be obedient and be willing to move our feet. So if it's not happening now in time, oh, it will. I just wanted to add that, Barbara. Mother boy.
Benny Kotopo. So you know, setting your intentions to do so, right? So everything is intention based. If you intend, it may not be the first day, but the second or third day, you'll wake up in order to do it. But then that also requires that at the end of the day, that you're ending your day at a reasonable time. You know, so what intent, what intentions we place, right, on our day, on our days, on our weeks, on our months, whatever intention we place on there will be the thing that we receive back. So moving through the morning prayers, understanding how to pray, um, all that's important. All that's important. Reciting the Odu Ifa from the morning prayers, adding your prayer that kind of like fits into that scheme, you know, offering something behind the verse, even if it's just cool water. Those type of things, will help to um, those blessings to manifest. But first, it's just important to get up. Raisa?
So you said offering something behind the prayer. That doesn't require you to have an icon to do that, correct?
Yes. So I don't think that will. So okay. So let's say this, right? There's natural icons, right? A rock in the yard, is an icon, right? Different things can be icons,
Sure.
but and so no energy is wasted. The thing is what do you want to be giving energy to? This is why we urge people to have Isefa and things like that, right? Because what energy are you giving? What are you giving energy to? So if you feed in your own icons, right? So we have collective icons because we have collective Ifa and things like that for for the Elay. But on an individual basis, one would want to be giving their Ifa the materials, so it will directly affect your destiny. So me giving cool water here on the ground, yes, it's me giving that offering, but if I want to really affect my destiny, I'm gonna give it to my Ifa. Or what if it's a specific energy that is asking to receive the thing, right? So with Ifa, by you giving Jin, it will give it to whatever energy. By you giving it to Eshu, it will then give it to Eshu to help with whatever decision needs to be made. So yes, you can just give the offering. You can. But we would hope that you're doing it directly to your shrines.
Ashe. I have another question, but I'll wait.
No, go ahead.
So, say you wake up and you have a dream and you direct your prayers towards the information that was inside the dream. Say, for example, you're getting insight to some spiritual warfare that's being directed your way. And you don't have an icon, but you're directing your prayers. What would be advised to make? Where would you give that offering behind? Or what offering would you make behind that prayer to support what you're saying?
So I would ask first myself that I participate in the Ita Dogun. So if it says that you need to feed Iyami, how are you going to do that? If it says that you need to feed Egbe, how would you do that? If it says feed Oshun, Obatala, Ogun, how would you do that? So if you ask yourself, have I participated in the Ita Dogun, then there's no need to do anything because you've already taken care of it. This is the purpose of the Ita Dogun. So anything that happens through that 17-day period, we pretty much manage. Now, I'm not saying there's not things outside of that, right? And so this is what you would call us for. If it's a feminine issue or things like that, reach out to your Ianifa, or you can call me directly, so we could look at the dream, right? Because there may be something in the Ita Dogun that we've already kind of like that takes care of that. But to make sure that, I'm not saying you don't know what you're seeing in your dream, but to make sure we clearly diagnose, because 2 heads is better than 1. 3 heads is better than 2. Especially when giving insight on in dreams, right? And so that's what I would do first. I would, contact somebody. Write it down if you need to. And so reach out. And so it just may be confirmation of something that you suspected. I think we should take that by case basis. I don't think you should do anything on your own though. I don't think, anybody should until like we discuss it if it's that type of dream, because the Odu E5s talk about dreams. The E5s that we cast talk about dreams. Some of our personal Odus talk about dreams. So it could be simply that, if we've made Ebo already, right? And this is the thing that the Ebo was talking about for you, or for someone else, then we've already kind of like handled that before we get there. So before they even was able to do the thing that they was able to, or that they did, right? That we've already offered a vote for it. So by you doing something would upset the balance, right? So even when someone does send something or they do a spiritual attack, right? It's still a test for you on how you're going to react in that situation, right? If you're going to do the good thing or something else. So we have to understand this is why like we don't typically do reversals and things like that, because the energy that they sent goes to fuel your blessing. So like we cast the Odun Ifa on the 16th, or the Itadogun on the 16th. In that Odun Ifa, it talk about people that was close to us that will betray us. It talks about it. So it doesn't matter if it's you, Raisa, it doesn't matter if it's me, it doesn't matter if it's Odu Kimi, it doesn't matter if it's Oladeji, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Someone that we consider a friend, close, will betray us. If I spoke about it, we offered the elbow to overcome that challenge, to turn that challenge into a ray. So my advice is to call us and to do nothing. You know, to do nothing, because the information has already been given. Ashe.
Ashe, Baba.
So with a Tura Rico, it helps us to find our blessings on the way. So that means that we have to be moving about, right? That we're going to be moving about. So when we're moving about, when we're having progress, when we're moving throughout our day, our week, our 17-day period, our month, right? We want to find our blessings on the way. Some blessings we want to arrive at our front door, but we're really praying for blessings that on the way. That we must follow our course. We must follow the path of our destiny. This is the right thing to do. This is the right thing to do. Follow the path of our destiny. Follow the advice that's given. Contemplate the wisdom in the Odu Ifa, whether it's the morning prayers or our Ita Dogun or our yearly Odu or our personal Odus, to follow the advice therein with confidence and self-assuredness, with perseverance and persistence, with the right intentions on doing the right thing. Right? And so what is the right intention? Anything that helps us have a better life. So if we start our movements out in blessing or in the pursuit of blessing, then our day will surely end in blessing and receiving blessing. So the Babalawo never sleeps. The Ianifa never sleeps, because they're always in prayer. The Omwawoda doesn't sleep. Is always in blessing, because he's always in prayer. These are the ones that Ifa will help to be successful. So if you, in the minimum, we must wake up in the morning and greet our Ifa and pray. Ashe. If I've said anything that is wrong, harmful, or hurtful, it is surely from myself. Or I've said anything that is true, correct, and uplifting, it is surely from we found Olodumare. If I bless you.
Ashe.
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 Egbe bless you.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Obatala bless you.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Iya
Ashe.
Moja bless you.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Oshun bless you.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Iyami protect you.
Ashe.
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 All Arisha Rumale bless and protect you and your families forever.
Ashe.
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 Yawa.
Ashe. Wow.
Ashe. All right, everyone. Any questions? All right, Kulala.
Baba is Otur Rico these verses already in our group chat.
It is no, but it'll be in the video.
Ashe. Ashe.
It'll be in the video. I'll upload it to Patreon. Yeah, GK Egbe.
Yes, Baba.
Any questions?
No, Baba.
Ashe. Gia.
Questions, but I would like to speak with you later in the camp.
I'm sorry.
No questions, but I would like to speak with you when you get a chance.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ifawumi.
No questions, Baba.
Yeah, Madukwe.
No questions, Baba.
Odukemi.
Baba, sorry it's loud, but I did want to just quickly ask, what's protocol in terms of greeting Eshu in the morning? Is that energy that we need to also pray to every morning?
No. So the way that we deal with Ifa is a little different than what they do in Lukumi. And so with Ifa, it says that if you're initiated into that energy, this is the obligation. So, you know, I would just, do Bali or Kunle, touch your hand and touch your forehead to the ground with Ifa, and then keep it moving. You'll greet Eshu accordingly when you're dealing with Eshu. So
Ashe.
Eshu is one of those energies that you greet standing up anyway. So from my understanding, there's no way you would greet that energy.
Ashe. So
Not
we would.
not that way. They do a little dance. It is Shuba, they do a little dance, but there's no formal way that I'm aware of that we would greet Eshu.
Ashe. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to figure out, is that some energy that we need to be interacting with like on a constant basis, but you said it's as needed.
Yes, ma'am. So really just Ifa, right? And so the issue, some of you might already have different issues. Others may not. The ones, we give one with your Ifa, and so with Ifa. So that's there, if we need to do other things outside of Ifa. So we would perpetuate Iyami, or we could do ancestors and these different things. We could make those offerings with our issue. that we would not necessarily do in our Ifa pod. So even with Shango, we'll get more back into that. I need to do it more about sharing that information from the different OD files that's cast, by me on a day-to-day basis. And so this is how we'll utilize those issues.
Okay, Modupe, Baba.
Hola, Deji.
So, Baba, aside from the when greeting Ifa in the morning, you mentioned the Dombale, and that's all with our Ifa.
I mean,
Aside,
some
so I know the protocol, for Ose. And I do believe each morning, I greet, but I also greet. That's another just with Ifa. So I greet in the morning, each morning, with the Dombale with Ifa. Is there another? Should I be doing anything else?
So the short answer is yes.
Okay.
And so the short answer is yes.
Because also
No.
within my prayer, Baba, I am greeting Ifa as well, paying homage to Ifa within my prayer. So with the is there more that I should be doing?
So, my hope is, that it would be, we would start with the Oriki Olodumare. We'll call it, we'll call Ila. We'll do, bless the water. If we just greet Ifa and praying, right? There's not a need for cola nuts, so we will give OT, right, for success. So we would say those, and then there may be something specific that you want to pray for today that you didn't pray for yesterday. Using the relevant Odu Ifa, right? So we can take one from the Ita Dogun, and implement that into our morning prayers, right? And then after that verse or those verses are recited, that we add prayers that those verses support.
Ashe.
So that may change from day to day.
So that's every morning. You're saying that?
Yes. Do you have something to pray about every day?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Every
day.
Every day. So we have children and endeavors and all these other things, right? It could be something that even transpired the day before that we want to pray about that morning, the next morning. Something that's on our mind. Could even be the dream that, like Raisa talked about. These different things may develop alongside with the things that we generally pray for. And so understanding that, incorporating those things into our prayers and using the Odu Ifada in support, right?
So
because the Odu,
I'm sorry, Baba.
The Odu Ifa gives us a cause, and it gives us a cause. It gives us a thing we must do, right? So whether it's a physical offering, a tangible offering, adimu, or a character thing that we must do, right? We're going to use those in conjunction with the Odu Ifa and help to bring about a desired result.
Ashe. So it's similar to Ose.
Yes, but you're not giving cola nuts.
Ashe. Okay. Maduboy, thank you, Baba.
Katopa. Raisa.
No further questions, Baba.
Going once. Going twice. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Baba.